Alright, World Comics Review. Today we're looking at this, Tokyo Revengers. I discovered this because it's a pretty famous anime in Japan. But I don't know how it's doing in the West. I don't know if it's a god-awful small affair or a best-selling show. Anyway, I found out about this because I went to this anime bar called Otome, and a couple of the women who worked there back in the day meaning like last year, really liked this anime and had loads of the figures on the bar. This is the omnibus of 1 and 2, and the story and art are by Ken Wakui. So I had a look into it, and it really sounds like the freakiest show. Anyway, it's about this guy, Hanagaki Takemichi, who's hooked to the silver screen, as you can see. And his life's kind of a saddening bore, like he's already lived it 10 times or more. He discovers that Tachibana Hinata, his only girlfriend, although he only dated her for a short time in junior high school, was killed in a kind of gang war between, or an internal gang war between the Tokyo Manji gang, which he used to be a member of when he was a kid. Anyway, he's waiting at the station when someone pushes him in front of the train. Quite realistically rendered train. Is that the SRJ class? I'm not sure now. And he ends up jumping back in time to when he was in junior high school, and he was kind of like him and his friends had their own small gang, and they decided to challenge the kids at another school to a fight. And some really big kids turned up and beat the hell out of them, and then recruited them into the Tokyo Manji gang as it existed at the time. He uses his opportunity at time travelling to go and at least see Hinata one more time, this girl with the mousy hair. And he also runs into Hinata's little brother, Tachibana Naoto, and he tells the brother to protect his sister in the future. And then boom, he wakes up back in 2017, and it turns out Tachibana Naoto took that advice to heart and is now a lawman. Maybe kind of an unconventional lawman who gets results even if he sometimes has to beat up the wrong guy. But by forewarning Naoto, he was able to save his life, although he still didn't save Hinata. So Naoto works out he's a time traveller and says he's got to go back again and try and change history to save Hinata. In 2017, the two leaders of the Tokyo Manji gang, or Toman, is Sano Manjiro and Kisaki Teta. And Sano Manjiro used to be called Mikey back when they were at school. So he gets sent back in time to when the bigger kids were making him and his friends join a kind of fight club, and they'd bet on the junior high kids fighting. And the kids are fighting in their school uniforms. They're seifuku, so they kind of look like sailors fighting, perhaps in a dance hall. Anyway, Takemichi challenges one of the really big kids to a fight, which impresses Mikey. Where is Mikey? Don't know, but anyway, yeah, which impresses Mikey. But at the time, the second in command is this guy, Draken. So after some shenanigans, they discover that Draken was killed in only a few days' time, and this allowed Kisaki Teta to become the second in command and steer the Tokyo Manji gang in an evil direction. Well, more evil anyway. So now he has to try and protect Draken, and much time travelling shenanigans ensue. He also meets one of his former friends in the future, or in the present I should say. He already changed the past. In his original memories, one of his friends got arrested, and when he came out of juvenile prison was just a nobody, but now that guy is kind of high up in the Tokyo Manji gang. Anyway, the records in 2017 say that Draken was killed during a kind of internal Tokyo Manji fight, and maybe even Mikey killed him, but when he gets back to the past he finds out they're best friends. So he suspects that actually Draken's going to be killed in a rumble against another gang, and he tries to prevent this rumble from happening, but unfortunately his actions to try and prevent... the other gang beat up this guy's friend. Unfortunately his actions to prevent the rumble only end up causing it, and that's the end of the volume. So yeah, pretty interesting all told, although I don't know if it's quite as interesting as those women in that bar made it out to be. I think I'll go and watch something else. Maybe this guy. I wonder if they've discovered life on Mars yet. Well, that's it. Don't forget to check out the website at wcr.felniverse.co.uk. There's some extra pictures and stuff from some of the videos, as well as some entries from my old blog I had years ago. Who knows, I might even get around to writing some new articles.